It started on a freezing night when my wife stepped out of the bedroom dressed far too elegantly for such a late hour. I asked her where she was headed, expecting a simple reply. Instead, she snapped back, "Where I'd go is none of your business." Her voice was sharp, cutting deeper than I wanted to admit. After years of marriage, I suddenly felt like a stranger in my own home. Her words echoed long after the door slammed shut behind her. I tried convincing myself she was just upset, maybe meeting friends to cool off, but a gnawing unease took root in my chest. I paced the living room, restless, unable to close my eyes. Midnight came and went. 1 o'clock passed. Still nothing. At 3 a.m, the piercing ring of my phone shattered the silence. My hands shook as I answered. A man's hurried voice spilled to the line, saying my wife had been drinking and that something had gone wrong. His words were broken and frantic, but the meaning was clear. She was in trouble. I grabbed my keys and drove into the night. When I arrived, my fears were confirmed. She was in a hotel parking lot, surrounded by strangers, looking dazed and disoriented. The man who called me slipped away the instant I appeared. The looks on the strangers' faces told me everything I needed to know. I didn't yell. I didn't demand explanations. I just helped her into the car, drove her home in silence, and tucked her into bed. Her excuses came out slurred and incoherent, but I didn't argue. I didn't even raise my voice. That night, I made a decision. Her betrayal would not go unanswered. The next morning, she behaved as though nothing had happened. She drank her coffee, brushed her hair in the mirror, utterly unbothered. When I asked about the night before, she dismissed me with the same cold detachment. "It's none of your business." That was all the confirmation I needed. Over the following weeks, I became the perfect husband. I smiled, went to work, kept up appearances, all while quietly collecting evidence. Phone records, text messages, photographs. Her carelessness only made it easier. Every lie she told became another piece of proof, stacking until the truth was undeniable. I even consulted a lawyer, carefully preparing for the moment to come. I laid the groundwork methodically. The house, the savings, the car, all secured in my name. I wasn't hesitating. I was waiting, making sure the ending would be clean, final. One Friday night, she casually announced she was going out again. I smiled, wished her well, and let her walk out. The second the door shut, I set everything into motion. When she returned hours later, unsteady on her heels and wearing perfume that wasn't her own, I was waiting at the dining table with a folder in front of me. She froze at the sight. Without a word, I slid the folder toward her. "It's your business now," I said evenly. The color drained from her face as she opened it. Inside was a meticulous record of every lie, every affair, every plan I'd gathered, and on top of it all, divorce papers awaiting her signature. She tried to cry, to plead, to twist the story, but I stayed unmoved. Every excuse was met with proof. Every denial had an answer. The weeks that followed were chaos for her. She lost the house, most of the money, and the polished image she clung to. Friends she thought would defend her disappeared once the truth surfaced. Her confidence shattered, replaced by panic, while I stepped calmly into a new life. I won't pretend I took joy in her downfall, but there was undeniable satisfaction in seeing justice served. My revenge wasn't about yelling or violence. It was about reclaiming my dignity, proving to myself that I would never be treated like a fool. She once told me my questions weren't my business. In the end, I made everything my business, my choice, my closure, my justice. When I signed the final papers and shut that chapter for good, I did so with a calm heart, knowing I had spoken louder than words ever could, without ever raising my voice.